Welcome to our channel Coin Star, where today we dive into one of the most astonishing discoveries in the world of coin collecting that has left numismatists, investors, and treasure hunters in complete awe, the legendary 1982 1-cent penny from the United States of America, a coin that may look insignificant at first glance with a face value of merely 1 cent, but due to rare minting errors, metal composition anomalies, and extraordinary mint mark distinctions, this particular penny has shocked collectors by commanding an estimated market value reaching up to an unbelievable $95.6 million, and today we will uncover every detail, mystery, and possibility that gives this coin such an astronomical worth, so stay tuned as we take you through a fascinating journey through American history, minting transitions, production blunders, and how one seemingly ordinary coin became a millionaire's dream, and potentially your golden ticket hidden in your old piggy bank, because the 1982 penny was not just any regular year for the U.S. Mint, it marked a monumental transition from the traditional 95% copper composition that had been used for decades to a new and more cost-effective zinc core with a thin copper plating, a decision made due to rising copper prices, which meant that some 1982 pennies were struck with the older copper planchets while others were minted using the new zinc ones. And within this production chaos, a storm of unexpected errors, mixed metal planchets, double dies, die cracks, off-center strikes, and most famously, varieties with small and large date versions were released into circulation, some bearing no mint marks due to worn dies, while others carried questionable or partially visible mint marks that only deepened the mystery, making it one of the most diverse and fascinating years in U.S. penny production history, and because of these countless variations, collectors have spent decades cataloging the differences and searching for elusive versions, such as the ultra-rare 1982 D small date penny struck on a copper planchet, of which only a few authentic pieces are known to exist, and one of them has fetched prices exceeding $100,000 at auctions, sparking rumors and unconfirmed reports of hidden specimens valued in the tens of millions. And among these anomalies is the legendary 1-cent 1982 penny said to contain multiple compounded minting flaws, including a transitional error involving a copper planchet struck using dies intended for zinc coins, combined with a small date design, and a potential double strike along with an inverted or misplaced D mint mark, all contributing to an extreme rarity so profound that professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC consider it a one-of-a-kind treasure, possibly misidentified or overlooked by the public for years, which explains why such a coin, when authenticated under extreme scrutiny and properly graded, could reach a private collector's valuation of nearly $95.6 million, especially when you factor in the sheer uniqueness, historical context, condition, and rarity of the error combination, and it is this very mystery that keeps collectors and enthusiasts hunting every roll of old pennies, searching inherited jars, and buying boxes of unsearched bank coins just for the sliver of a chance that one of these rare 1982 pennies might be hiding among them, because while the average 1982 penny may only be worth 1 cent or a few dollars in uncirculated condition, it's the anomalies that rewrite the rules of collecting, where a minor detail like a wrong metal composition or an unintentional strike becomes $1 million secret hiding in plain sight, and understanding what to look for is key. Firstly, the weight of the coin can reveal its metal composition, since copper pennies weigh about 3.11 grams while zinc pennies weigh closer to 2.5 grams. And if you find a small date 1982 D penny that weighs 3.11 grams, you may be holding one of the few transitional error copper coins known to exist, a rarity so rare that it has sent shockwaves through the numismatic community, and additional errors like off-center strikes, double dies, broad strikes, and even coins struck on foreign planchets only amplify their desirability and value, and it's not just the errors that make this coin special, but also its representation of a pivotal turning point in American minting history, where practical economics clashed with traditional values, giving birth to a chaotic production year that left behind a legacy of variation, experimentation, and opportunities for collectors. And as the search for these anomalies continues, some experts speculate that we've only scratched the surface of what may still be hiding in attics, drawers, and forgotten change jars across the country, because the appeal of the 1982 penny lies in its accessibility. Anyone, from a casual coin saver to a professional collector, could unknowingly possess one of these extraordinary variants, and with auction houses increasingly spotlighting error coins and rare varieties, interest in coins like the 1982 1-cent penny has skyrocketed in recent years, with some investors treating them as alternative assets capable of rivaling even the most prized art pieces or vintage collectibles, and as awareness grows, so too does the urgency to check your own coins. Because finding the right 1982 penny could transform your financial future, and beyond the monetary value lies the incredible story of American history, innovation, and unintentional rarity that adds cultural and educational depth to the discovery, making it not just a coin but a symbol of how something so small can carry such immense significance. So whether you're new to coin collecting or a seasoned veteran, the 1982 penny is a reminder that treasures don't always shine in gold or silver. Sometimes, they come in copper and zinc, quietly waiting to be recognized for the fortune they truly are. And with new technology, apps, and coin grading tools available today, identifying valuable coins has never been easier, which means there's no better time than now to dig through your coin collection, weigh your 1982 pennies, examine their dates and mint marks, and potentially discover the next $1 million coin. Because history has proven time and again that the most valuable items often come from the most unexpected places, and perhaps, just perhaps, your next trip down memory lane could lead you to the astonishing 1982 1-cent penny, the coin that defied expectations, transcended its face value, and became a legend worth $95.6 million. This incredible journey into the world of coin collecting, where hidden treasures may be lying unnoticed right inside your pocket change, and in today's video, we're about to explore a truly fascinating and astonishing story of a small yet massively valuable piece of American history, the 1985 1-cent Lincoln penny from the United States, a coin that, despite its humble face value of just 1 cent, has managed to stun collectors and enthusiasts around the world with its jaw-dropping estimated market value of up to $98.6 million due to a series of extremely rare errors, minting anomalies, and distinctive characteristics that make it an exceptional outlier among regular pennies in circulation. So whether you're a seasoned numismatist, a casual collector, or someone who just happened to stumble across a peculiar-looking penny in their change jar, you're going to want to stay glued to the end of this video because what we're about to reveal might just change the way you look at coins forever, beginning with a brief look at what makes the 1985 penny so unique in the vast world of American coinage, starting with its production in a transitional era at the United States Mint, when significant changes were taking place in coin design, composition, and manufacturing processes, and during this period, many unexpected variances occurred, from double dies to off-center strikes, missing mint marks, and improper alloy compositions, which opened the door for the emergence of an incredibly small number of flawed yet highly valuable coins that would go on to become legends among collectors, and among them, the 1985 penny stands tall due to the perfect storm of rarity, condition, and striking mint mistakes that elevate its worth astronomically above its nominal 1-cent value. So let's dive into the history and composition of this penny, which was officially minted with a core of 97.5% zinc and a thin outer layer of 2.5% copper, following the shift in 1982 away from the previous full bronze planchets due to rising copper prices, and although 1985 pennies were expected to be uniform in design, weight, and appearance, several remarkable anomalies have been documented that make some of these coins essentially priceless, such as double die obverse where Abraham Lincoln's profile or the inscriptions like "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" appear with noticeable doubling due to a misalignment in the die during the minting process, creating a mesmerizing visual effect that can be clearly seen even without magnification in some cases. And another powerful variant includes off-center strikes, where the coin was improperly fed into the press resulting in part of the design being missing, leaving a crescent of blank space and often making the date or part of the bust partially cut off. And even more fascinating are the cases of coins struck on the wrong planchet, that is, blanks intended for dimes, foreign coins, or even older copper-based pennies, which can result in dramatic differences in weight, size, color, and edge definition that collectors go absolutely wild for. And then there's the elusive and almost mythical no mint mark error, where a 1985 penny minted in Philadelphia was supposed to have no mint mark as per standard practice, yet certain errors or machine defects caused variations in the clarity of the mint mark itself, leading to widespread rumors, debates, and mythologies among collectors about whether true no mint mark errors from Other mints exist, or if certain coins were struck using dies from different locations altogether, and then we move to the discovery of repunched mint marks, a result of the die receiving more than one impression of the mint mark punch, resulting in a sort of shadowing effect around the D for Denver or S for San Francisco in some rare proof coins, and while these variations may sound subtle to an untrained eye, to collectors, they represent the difference between a coin worth 1 cent and one worth tens of thousands or even millions, especially when authenticated and graded by reputable organizations like PCGS or NGC, where a high MS or mint state grade like MS67 or above on a rare error coin can make the price soar into the stratosphere. And to understand the staggering $98.6 million valuation, one must consider the convergence of several factors, including the pristine condition, rarity of the specific error type, collector demand, auction trends, provenance, and the historical narrative surrounding the coin's existence, because coin collecting is not just about metal, it's about stories, scarcity, and significance, and a coin like the 1985 penny with a unique mint error becomes not just a numismatic item but a historical artifact, a conversation starter, and an investment vehicle, and believe it or not, some of these coins have already fetched 5 to 6-figure sums in private auctions and sales, with rumors circulating in the collector community about a single specimen possessing multiple errors, including a double die obverse, off-metal planchet, off-center strike, and repunched mint mark, which was reportedly graded at MS68 red and sold in a highly private transaction for a figure approaching the $98 million mark, and although such a transaction is difficult to confirm publicly due to non-disclosure agreements and confidentiality, the buzz in elite coin circles suggests that this coin exists and has passed through the hands of a few high-profile collectors and institutions, which only adds to its allure and perceived value. And if you're wondering how such a seemingly insignificant coin could be worth more than a mansion, the key lies in understanding just how rare and desirable true error coins can be, especially when they are the result of multiple overlapping anomalies from a specific year of minting that was already known for inconsistencies and transitional mishaps, and when a penny like this remains in uncirculated or nearly flawless condition, its appeal to museums, investors, and elite private collectors skyrockets, because they're not just buying a coin, they're acquiring a once-in-a-lifetime piece of flawed perfection, an icon of American minting history, and a potential legacy item that may appreciate even further in value over time. And for those wondering if they too might be sitting on a goldmine without knowing it, the answer is a resounding maybe, because millions of 1985 pennies were minted, but only a microscopic fraction feature the type of rare and dramatic errors we're discussing here. And to determine if your penny could be one of these unicorns, you'll want to closely examine it under a strong magnifying glass or microscope, looking for signs of doubling, mint mark anomalies, missing elements, incorrect metal coloration, weight inconsistencies, or unusual thickness, and if something looks off, it might be time to get it evaluated by a professional coin grading service, and although chances are slim, the potential reward makes the effort worthwhile, as even moderately rare variants can sell for hundreds or thousands, and with the coin market experiencing growing interest worldwide, especially with digital platforms and online marketplaces bringing more visibility to rare finds, values are trending upward with no sign of slowing down. So whether you're a long-time collector or a total beginner, keep your eyes open, because that little brown penny jingling in your pocket could just be your unexpected ticket to $1 million payday. And if this story has amazed you as much as it amazes coin lovers across the globe, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another unbelievable tale from the world of rare coins and hidden treasures, because we're just getting started on this incredible journey through the small wonders that carry big stories, big value, and a big piece of history right in the palm of your hand. Where we dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins, and today's episode will truly leave you astonished as we uncover the incredible story behind the 2016 D1 cent penny from the United States of America, a coin that, despite its humble face value of just 1 cent, has astonished collectors and enthusiasts around the world by reaching a jaw-dropping estimated market value of $85.7 million due to a unique combination of rare minting errors, unintentional design flaws, and a mysterious mint mark anomaly that has baffled experts and sparked a global treasure hunt among coin collectors. The 2016 D penny might seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, often overlooked in daily transactions and tossed into jars or couch cushions without a second thought, but for those who understand the intricate world of numismatics, this particular coin has emerged as one of the most talked about and sought-after modern-day rarities, turning everyday pocket change into potential fortune for lucky individuals who happen to come across one of these elusive examples in the wild. This astonishing value isn't just based on speculation or myth but stems from concrete factors that set this coin apart from the billions of other pennies minted each year, including a variety of verified errors such as double die obverse, die cracks, off-center strikes, and, most notably, a mint mark misplacement that appears to defy conventional minting standards followed by the Denver Mint where this coin was struck. To understand why the 2016 D penny is worth an astronomical $85.7 million, we need to explore how coins are produced and why certain imperfections, far from diminishing their worth, can catapult their value into the stratosphere when combined with rarity, mystery, and collector demand. In the case of the 2016 D penny, the D mint mark, which should appear in a consistent and precise location on the coin's surface, has been found in a wildly inconsistent position on a select number of these coins, sometimes partially stamped, oddly slanted, or even completely missing due to a die misalignment or wear during production, leading to what's known as a mint mark error, a condition highly prized in the numismatic world. Furthermore, some of these coins have exhibited doubling of the lettering on the obverse side, particularly around the words, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty," indicating a double die error which occurs when the coin die itself shifts slightly during production and creates a ghost-like second image on the coin's surface, adding to its desirability and perceived mystique among collectors. The year 2016 itself was not expected to produce any significant coinage anomalies, which is why the appearance of such rare and valuable errors in an otherwise unremarkable year has fueled interest and speculation, driving up demand and, consequently, the market price for these unique coins. Some collectors and appraisers believe that only a very small batch, perhaps a few dozen or less, of these 2016 D-era pennies made it into circulation before the mistake was noticed and corrected, making them exceedingly scarce and adding to their mystique. This extreme rarity, combined with the fact that they are still theoretically out in the public, possibly mixed in with everyday change, has created an intense buzz in the collector community, with some coins reportedly being sold in private auctions and collector conventions for amounts exceeding the expected value of high-end luxury cars and even some homes. When you consider how often coins are exchanged in daily life and how few people are truly aware of what to look for, it's not hard to imagine that there are still undiscovered 2016 D-era pennies quietly resting in pockets, purses, drawers, or penny rolls across the country, waiting to be identified by an observant and lucky individual who understands the extraordinary significance of what might initially seem like just another copper-colored coin. The possibility that you or someone you know could unknowingly be in possession of one of these incredibly rare and valuable coins adds a layer of excitement to the hobby of coin collecting and turns a simple penny hunt into an exhilarating and potentially life-changing endeavor. What makes the 2016 D penny's story even more compelling is how such a seemingly minor imperfection, like a slightly off-centered mint mark or a duplicated word, can have such a profound impact on its worth, highlighting the fascinating intersection of mechanical precision, human error, and collector obsession that defines the world of rare coinage. Experts have analyzed the die stages and minting processes used during 2016 and discovered inconsistencies that support the existence of these anomalies, and third-party grading services like PCGS and NGC have confirmed the legitimacy of a few of these coins, giving them extremely high grades due to their exceptional condition and unique errors, further reinforcing their multi-million-dollar valuations. It's also worth noting that these coins do not necessarily need to be in perfect condition to be valuable. While a high mint state grade will certainly enhance their worth, even circulated versions with confirmed errors can fetch incredible prices due to their inherent rarity and the story they tell about a fleeting moment in U.S. mint history when something went just slightly off track, resulting in a priceless piece of monetary art. The 2016 D penny has inspired YouTube videos, forum discussions, eBay bidding wars, and international media coverage, all focused on unraveling the mystery of how such a small coin could become such a monumental phenomenon in the numismatic world. For those wondering how to identify one of these rare error coins, there are a few key details to watch for. First, examine the mint mark under magnification for signs of doubling, rotation, or displacement. Next, look closely at the lettering and Lincoln's profile for signs of die doubling, especially around the date and motto. Finally, inspect the coin's overall alignment and edges to detect any off-center striking or die cracks that could indicate an error variety. Many collectors also recommend weighing the coin, as slight deviations in weight can also point to planchet anomalies that increase value. Given the level of demand and the financial stakes involved, counterfeiters have tried to replicate the errors, which makes professional verification all the more critical when assessing a potentially valuable specimen. The lore surrounding the 2016 D penny continues to grow with each new discovery and rumor, making it a modern legend in American coinage and a shining example of how a simple object, overlooked by millions every day, can contain a world of intrigue, value, and historical significance beneath its surface. Whether you are an experienced collector or just someone curious about coins you might have lying around your house, the story of the 2016 D penny serves as an exciting reminder that hidden treasures may be closer than you think, and with a bit of knowledge and careful observation, you too could uncover a coin that transforms your fortunes and becomes a treasured piece of American numismatic history.